It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visitors and our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. She'll be hoping to get the season off to a good start. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
On now is the punt team for the Snowhawks. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led out by the former Stanford QB. 6th-round pick back in the day. It's Tanner McKee.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
They'll run. It's the rookie from Alabama. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. And that will be a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll motion the slot man right. Out of the gun, McKee. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Now it's Juan. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Snowhawks offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At their 49-yard.
They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Check out.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Morrow's pass.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Golden Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. It is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
The RPO. That one is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
For a San Juan first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Off play action, it's McKee. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
First down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
26 yards. First down, Golden Eagles.
Play action, McKee. Quick throw here is complete. And he will score! Touchdown, San Juan.
Touchdown, San Juan.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Golden Eagles have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A short one taken at the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Snowhawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
70 Lions.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. Open man is Horn. It's complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's enough for a first down.
3rd down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Let's go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd down. They need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vancouver. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McKee. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
He's going to let this one go deep. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here's the punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Snowhawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's taken in. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play fake, now the key to throw. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back with more on this opening week. After this, it's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Try to run it to the right on this jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now it's McKee. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. The Snowhawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. This pass is caught by Scott. And he is out of bounds at the 45. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Vancouver, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That's to the receiver, Juan. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. A throw complete to Scott. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
A gain of 10 yards.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
For a Vancouver first down.
Back to the air one more time. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Snowhawks get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and
apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the 2nd to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, McKee. Quick throw, taken in. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
6 yards.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. The Snowhawks offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Now, he'll air one out. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
At the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Golden Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Now McKee. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
On second down, they run the counter. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. It is third and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's McKee. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a San Juan first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Try again. It's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing is McKee. Quick hitting slant there. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third.
Here's a third down and 4. Throw to the right flank. It is caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? The Golden Eagles going to have to punt. They'll kick it away. As he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The Snowhawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It's a big one right there. 35 yards.
Okay, ready?
Here's first and 10.
Go! 70 Timberwolves.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. That pass play good for 22. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Sidney Brown
Second and 10.
Coverage.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. And that will be a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Tyler Scott, touchdown Snowhawks.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Snowhawks will get out in front 17-7.
17. Golden Eagles 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Golden Eagles offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts. First and 10. And he's going to be taken down to 37. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Up the middle they go. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. McKee. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw is McKee. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Golden Eagles about set to punt as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Snowhawks offense about ready to take over once more. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the 4th quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. The drive will start on the ground. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Tries a jet sweep heading right. He'll get to the edge, but unsuccessfully stopped there for no gain. It's 3rd and 4.
On the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Golden Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's McKee. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. To the air again, McKee. Open man, that's Eston Chisholm. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Golden Eagles.
Now a give up the middle. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
And the San Juan 1st down.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
19, Tiger, 19.
Now it's McKee. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Yards to go.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
The Snowhawks offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
Ball on the 30
and 9.
now. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. That's to the receiver, Horn. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a run going left. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Finding space at the 15. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike? Right.
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their... And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Vancouver. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Golden Eagles 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Juan Jackson on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. To the ground, a first down run. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And a Sam Juan. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action, McKee. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
15 yards on the play. That's another San Juan.
Slot man in motion right. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, McKee. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's McKee. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
He'll line up for a 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Snowhawks offense ready to take over once again. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. comes the jet sweep. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. What a hit. On now, it's the punt team for the Snowhawks, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This is taken at his own 30. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Golden Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. This is 1st and 10.
A gain of 30. First down, Golden Eagles.
From the gun, here's McKee. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They snap it to McKee. Open man, right side. He's got it. Here's 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And a Sam Juan. First down.
Throwing again is McKee. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Snowhawks have just about sewn up this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more